Hello my friends and welcome to the grocery store. Now, many years ago when I had a family of 3, I fed my family of 3 and then 4 for about $100 a month for a long time. $25 a week I went to the grocery store once a week, and I'm here to tell you what I bought, exactly what we ate, and what it would cost today. Let's talk breakfast. Let's drop down to the floor where the cheap food is. So I'm here looking at the oats. Now, I'm at a more expensive grocery store than a Walmart or an Aldi or something like that, but we did a lot of oatmeal. We had oatmeal every day for months. Boring? Maybe so. And this is more expensive than Walmart. This is $3.39 here. Like for a family of 3, this might be 2 weeks worth. 2 cans of oats, and to make it taste good, we definitely need some brown sugar. So let's go get that.
Field trip, field trip.
All right, dark brown sugar, $1.89. Let's pick up some of that. Other things that we did for breakfast were pancakes, French toast, homemade bread, things like that. So in order to make all of those items that I used to make at home all the time, we need some ingredients, some ingredientes. Right here, I have a 5-pound bag of flour for $2, which looks like the best price on flour here at this store, which is not a great price. I would prefer to purchase things like this from more of a bulk store, but when I was a family of 3, we lived in a small town of like 3,000 people with one expensive grocery store, and the closest other store, I'm not joking, was 2.5 hours away. We also need like baking powder, baking soda, yeast in order to make our bread. Cheapest baking powder we have is $1.79. This is assuming I have nothing and I'm getting started with nothing in my pantry. So baking powder, good to go. Baking soda, 99 cents right here. These are just standard ingredients to make like biscuits, pancakes, waffles. If you start with this, you can make a ton of stuff. Assuming you have nothing at your house, let's pick up some spices. I've got some cinnamon, some black pepper. I definitely want some salt. We're just gonna drop down here and get this 59 cents salt because we on a budget. Okay, I'm here at the yeast and I don't love my options. Again, I said buying in bulk is gonna be the best way to do it. Getting a vacuum sealed 1-pound container of yeast from a Sam's Club or a Costco will be much less expensive. It's like $4 for this huge pound, and it's $2 for this teeny little packet. But because this is all I have, we'll just start with this and hope that maybe in a few weeks we can make a bulk trip to a bigger store to stock up for the future. Like that's kind of how I worked it back then. I would do like the bare minimum until I got a chance to go and stock up somewhere, which didn't happen very often. But when I was at a Sam's Club, I made sure to get my stuff. So I have like my breakfast items. Now I'm not gonna be able to make pancakes or waffles if I don't have eggs and milk. Fortunately, they do have some sales today. Now, with 2022's inflation prices, everything is more expensive. But the 18-count eggs is on sale for $3 today. So I'm gonna get a bunch of those, hopefully to last me for the entire month. I can bake with them, and I can do scrambled eggs and toast for breakfast, which is one of like my all-time favorite breakfasts. Also, milk is on sale. The half gallon is $1.27, I believe, and I can get 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and stock up on all of those items. You'll notice I'm in an entire aisle of drinks, and we never ever bought drinks. We didn't buy juice, we didn't buy Gatorade, we didn't buy soda. We drank water and the little bit of milk that we had for Haley, who was very small at the time, and then Andrew when we added him. But now that we have breakfast taken care of, let's move on to lunches. Now in our house, lunches at that time were extremely simple. They were leftovers from the dinner the night before, and or sandwiches and a fruit or some yogurt for me and Haley who were at home together. Very simple, and I made all my own bread. So I have stuff to make the bread, but let's talk about fruit sides. I noticed today in the ad they have peaches, nectarines, and apples on sale. So I'm going to purchase those because it's what's on sale as my sides or snacks for the week. So we're gonna get some apples for 99 cents a pound and some nectarines. You might as well not call them nectarines. You should just call them better peaches. Nectarines are bomb. They are delicioso. Those are also 99 cents a pound. So we're gonna get some of those for the next week. Hopefully we can stretch them to 2 weeks, but we'll see how that goes. And I did notice in the clearance produce area today, they had some bananas. Not a huge discount, but still a discount. They looked really great. I love serving my kids like a PB&J with a banana for lunch. It's one of my kids' favorite things when they were small. So pick up some bananas. And I also saw bell peppers, one of my favorites, and that's going to kick off dinner inspo. Stuffed bell peppers is one of my favorites, and you can make a bunch of them, freeze the extra so we can like do a double situation, freeze the extra for later, have them for lunches. And the only things I need, rice, salsa, and chorizo. So let's go pick those up now. Oh snap, these are more than they used to be. They used to be closer to $1. Anyway, $1.99, here we go. Chorizo for the stuffed peppers. We are going to stock up on this 20-pound bag of rice for $10 today. This will last the entire month. Oh no, oh no, oh no. If not longer. Depending, of course, on how much rice you cook. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. It's heavy. Boom. I am 100% looking for the cheapest salsa because it's just for one recipe. This jar right here is $2 right now. This does look like the cheapest thing I can find. And even per ounce, this is looking like about the cheapest thing. Maybe this private selection over here is a touch cheaper, and it is bigger per ounce. So this one's $2.50 for this bigger jar. This is 13 cents an ounce. This is 14.5 cents an ounce. So let's try this one. It's not too much more, 50 cents extra for more, which maybe we can use in our eggs for breakfast or something like that. So we'll get the bigger one. Another dinner idea stemmed from sales that this store is having today. They're having their pasta and pasta sauce on sale for $1.27 per bag. Again, like everything, this is much more expensive than it was 15 years ago. But if I get like a bag of pasta like this, a jar of the Prego sauce like this, it's a very inexpensive start to a dinner. All I need to do is add a protein if you want to, or some veggies. And remember those bell peppers I got? I could totally add some sauteed bell peppers to that to bulk it up from the vegetable standpoint, and they are having a sale on chicken. So our main protein for the week for dinners is going to be boneless, skinless chicken breast. It's on sale for $1.99 a pound here at this store for the family pack. So let's go pick up one family pack. Now, something I used to make all the time because I didn't know how to cook was I would buy little packets like this. I already have the rice, I already have the chicken. Now I just need like a baggie of veggies. So we can go to the frozen section to check that out. But I did find fresh green beans on sale, so I picked up some of those. The frozen veggies are probably cheaper, but I really like fresh green beans, so I might just steam those up and mix them in as well. There's another dinner. Another sale they were having that I just saw. These hamburger buns are 25 cents a bag, and we can have chicken sandwiches with some sliced bell peppers on the side, with some apples on the side, nice and simple and easy. Something really good would be like roasted potatoes on the side, which means I gotta buy potatoes. It's always good to have potatoes. They're pretty cheap, they're delicious. Potatoes are my favorite starch. Rice and potatoes are my favorite starches. No, bread. Bread, rice, and potatoes. I just like carbs, what can I say? We are all done. What in the world did I spend in there today? Well, I can tell you it was not as cheap as $25 as it was back in 2005 and 2006. Prices are a little different these days, and remember, I was starting from absolutely zero, not even salt and pepper and oil in the house. Let's run home and I'll show you what I got and what everything costs and what the meal plan is for the week. Here is my Fred Meyer haul that looks a lot like it did when I was trying to feed a family of 3 and then a family of 4. Looked very similar to this. This was $69. If I'm trying to go for $100 a month, obviously that's gonna be almost impossible. There's a few things to note. First of all, at this time frame, I was on WIC. So if you have a young child who is 5 and younger and fall under the income guidelines and or are pregnant, you can qualify for WIC, which provides you with milk, peanut butter, some cereals, dried beans, rice, bread. So I was able to supplement our grocery budget using WIC at that time. I will leave a link for current guidelines down below, but that definitely did help. Another thing is several of these will last longer than a week or 2 weeks. So let's just go over the haul, see what we have, and I'll give you the meal plan. Okay, I have my 18 count eggs. These were the cheapest eggs in the store today. I showed you the hamburger buns. I showed you the milk that was on sale. I have my clearance peppers and bananas for the week. Here are my green beans I'll be using for one of the dinners. I got the apples and the nectarines. And remember, for a family of 3, this is actually a lot of fruit for the week. My bag of potatoes. Here are my 2 big containers of oats, and I tried to get enough oats to last the entire month. The money that I spent on this is going to last for the whole month, so I'm not going to have to repeat buy this next week. The same is true with some of these pantry ingredients, like the oil was fairly expensive at over $3, but I'm not gonna have to buy this again for at least a month, if not longer. Like, it takes me months to go through a thing of salt, the baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, pepper. This all takes a long time to go through, so I'm not gonna have to buy these again. I have my yeast to make breads, pizza doughs, things like that. I have my bag of flour, my brown sugar, my huge 10-pound bag of rice. No, my 20-pound bag of rice. This is probably 2 months worth, so I'm not gonna have to buy this for a very long time as well. Kung Pao chicken mix, my chorizo, the chicken that I purchased for the entire week, some barbecue sauce to go with my sandwiches, 1 jar of sauce that was on sale, my salsa. Let's talk about the meal plan. Now, I already talked about what breakfasts and lunches look like in the store, but for dinners, let's go over them really quick. So I have all this chicken. We're gonna have chicken sandwiches and roasted potatoes for one of the meals. I have the stuffed bell peppers, so I got everything I needed to make stuffed bell peppers. I have pasta and sauce with chicken and fresh vegetables. I got this Kung Pao mix to do kind of a stir fry with everything. That's 4 dinners so far. And something else I used to do often was breakfast for dinner because it was very cheap. So with all of this stuff, I could easily make pancakes. I could do a baked oatmeal for dinner. A lot of the time, truthfully, our dinners and meals in general were extremely simple. I made sure they tasted really good, but they were not complicated. They didn't have 5 sides in order to keep the grocery budget low. Now, in this haul right here, I didn't even buy any beans, and beans was something we ate a ton. We did a lot of soups. Oh, with all of this stuff, I could do like a chicken soup. That would be very easy also. And because I also overcook, we would have 1 to 2 nights of leftovers as well. And that kind of covers our meal plan for the week, what we would eat. I would probably make a couple of loaves of bread. We would have sandwiches, eggs and toast at breakfast, that kind of thing. This hopefully shows you what a very realistic, extreme grocery budget would have been when I fed my family for $100 a month. Obviously at $69, not gonna be at $100 a month, but I bet I could still do it for a family of 3 for $200 a month. Shopping in this way and making a lot of things from scratch and eating simply. So hopefully this gives you some ideas of items that you can purchase, some meals that your family can eat that are simple, that taste good, and for the most part, all of my kids have really enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next video.